Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the month of June. Sorry I couldn't go back down to the Dolmens, it's just been so windy. It's just not been possible. So I'm chosen a lovely little country spot. I've got lots of birds, and in particular magpies who are nesting just behind me. So yes, your monthly reading. The collective reading came out. It was all about love, healing, and happiness after difficulty. You're on that constant long-term path, I think. If I know you rightly, Capricorn, you're looking to the future. You're trying to plow on. You will have Pluto coming back into your sign in November or something like that. It goes back out in January. So there is an opportunity of getting rid of anything at that point there in your life. Don't necessarily try to get rid of anything at the moment. Just plow on is the best bet. Okay, let's see what your overall energy is for the month of June. You've got the Ace of Cups. Absolutely beautiful. Radiating that sort of love. What you put out is what you get back, basically, with the Ace of Cups. And you get back tenfold. So if you're going to put out sort of like a rancid heart, you're going to get tenfold rancid back. So I wouldn't if I was you. Yeah, the overall energy here is about sort of spreading your love, connecting with things that you enjoy, creativity-wise. Yeah, connecting with all of those sort of things, creativity, enjoyment, and this means as much within work as in with play. It's just the way it goes, let's see what's going on your relationship side. So you've got the Three of Cups. It's time to get social. It's time to get out there, Capricorn. Be in it to win it sort of scenario. This is your karmic message on your relationship side. I think it's been, to be honest, you've had Pluto for 15, 20 years or whatever it was. And it's been a tough old ride over that time. I'm a Capricorn, I know, and it's been a tough old road, and it doesn't mean that it's really easy now, that's for sure, but you've got a lot of battle scars, shall we say, on you. So now is the time to turn your sword to your hoe and start creating your lovely garden of your life, basically, and that's connecting with other people. That's really important. The universe here, if you haven't given up and you've been really sort of like picking yourself back up, because that's what we do, Capricorn. We knock ourselves down and we pick ourselves back up, and we knock ourselves down and we pick ourselves back up. If you've been doing that, the universe here, we got the Star card here. And, it's all about that as well. If you're going to put your energies into that, that is your energies, the overall energies that's going through. If you're connecting with that, this Star card here is going to be a lot easier than you think. And the universe, and in the first week of June, you will get glimpses, because this goes for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Sorry, I didn't say that. And in this first week, I think it's a realization of your dreams. You can almost see them. It's as if like you've been traveling through the mountains for a long time, and you go over that one last peak or one last hill, and on the other side you can see the valleys and the beautiful sea, the beautiful beach, several hundred miles in front of you, several hundred kilometers away, but at the same time you can see it. And I think this is where, through socializing, through connecting with people, and it really is networking in a really beautiful and happy way. Allow your happy side to get out there. Nothing really to defend anymore. And you're very good at that, setting your position and stuff like that. I wouldn't even do that. I'd let your heart just run free. And in the first week, I think it's not a case of you actually getting your dreams. It could be for some of you. And it could be a case of getting one aspect of your dreams in regards to your relationships that are around you. And the thing is, because if you set yourself up like this and you follow your karmic paths in order to, you know, socializing, mixing and everything like that, you're going to stimulate a lot of energies in people around you, and you will get that feedback into you, which will then empower you again, and then you can empower them, and then that's what the fair exchange is all about. And you're very good at that, Capricorn. So, you know, you may find people around you that are really really up for your spirit, you know, within your social world at the moment. And if you're looking for sort of that partner as well, it seems this month here you've got a real opportunity here to open up doors of connecting with people that you could be, you know, a lifelong friend, or your one-time partner. And I'm not sure that you're necessarily looking for it. It's what you're putting out that's going to provoke it in a way. So yeah, in the second week, you get the Eight of Wands. So messages coming in for you, communication with people. And this is what I'm saying, is once you start vibrating this energy outwards, like a Queen of Cups in a way, and socializing and recognizing, you know, seeing that sort of like, yeah, that would be the most brilliant ideal situation. Seeing that, all of a sudden you're going to get communications and information and messages in the second week, which clarifies your past and open the doors to your future, basically. And it could be someone declaring them, you know, their interest in you. That could well be that sort of scenario. Okay, on the third week here, you get the Emperor. Yeah, see, I didn't want to go down the declaring their love for you, but I think it more sort of empowers you. It makes you realize that you are on the right vibration in order to have the relationships around you that you feel empowered. It's like what I said earlier on, is like what you're putting out is coming back to you and empowering you this month. And by the third week, you're really going to feel like you're rocking and rolling. It's very mechanical, the Emperor. It's very, you know, it's not a Capricorn card, but I would say it's got many Capricorn attributes. Because I'll get it out in a minute. The Emperor knows how to physically control his life around him through the use of his energy and his spirit. So he's the emperor over his physical domain, which is his life. That's what the Emperor's all about. And you've got that. And it's going to make you feel very empowered, because you can start manifesting a lot of things. And I think that empowerment comes from messages that come into your life, or understandings of certain things. Could even be sort of like karmic credit that you're receiving. That's one sort of thing. But I think it's more as well as sort of like people opening up to you around you, because you've got that vibration, that karmic message there that's socializing, that's connecting that cup there, that Ace of Cups there, that's overflowing with love and energy and everything like that, which is all to do with the collective reading. You are one of those persons, one of those people with a cup, and bringing that cup to the situation. And that is what's going to, if you continue doing that over the month, it's really going to, you know, empower you. It's going to be a crescendo month for you. And then you get like a Rite of Passage at the end with the Six of Swords. Interesting. I'm inclined to say that this Rite of Passage is what you've created. It's also that you, with this situation that's coming through you, and it will bring a lot of attention towards you, you may need someone else in your life that helps you to kind of go, come on Capricorn, it's in this way. Yeah, it's okay. Say goodbye now. Time to move on. You know, keeping an eye on that longer term plan, keeping an eye on that. And with that socializing, it could distract you a lot, admittedly. and through that distraction, you may go slightly off your path, where it would be better for you. It seems like there's going to be someone around you that will sort of help you to move on and continue on towards your star card, basically. Let's just see what's going on in the material side of your life. Oh, look, there's several cards that wanted to come out there. Lots of them. Too many to read collectively like that. There's someone just arrived in a lovely VW camper by the looks of things. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. I was just interrupted. So, yeah, this might be a person, a friend, or a situation that arrives within your relationships, which almost is taken out of your hands in a way. And I would allow it to be taken out of your hands. Allow yourself to let go of the control, as it were, and allow yourself to be, sort of carried across the path, and it will help you to concentrate on aspects of your relationships in your life that will be important to you, I think. It will give you that breathing space. I think this situation or a person, that's just holding their hand out, that's all they're doing. And if I was you, you're probably going to be pretty busy by the looks of things, pretty occupied. But I would recognize that hand of friendship or love or whatever it is, and allow them to lead you to calmer waters. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to let go of all that joyous, happy socializing, but it may mean you need to get a bit of focus on it, a bit of healthy boundary sort of scenario going on there. Okay, let's just see what's going on in your material side of life. You have this capacity in you, Capricorn. It's considered one of the most philosophical signs. When Capricorn thinks about things, they don't tend to think about, have I done this, have I done that? They tend to think about, what's this aspect of life all about? Or the other thing they could be doing is, how does this work? That's the sort of thinking you do. And you have this huge potential within you, I think Capricorns always do. They're carrying this sort of like bag of potential. And it's, what they actually invest their potential in can really, they're pretty lucky as signs goes in that respect. And I think it's because they're very focused as well. And here is your karmic path here is getting in line with your higher self, what you really want to express, what you need to get out of you, that brings you in alignment with a sort of job that corresponds to you. If you're already in a job that you're very happy, then you should be, and it really fulfills you. Fantastic. Maybe you should be looking to sort of further your career path. If you're looking for a job, I would focus on jobs that correspond to you, that make you feel excited and happy to go to that job. Same thing if you're starting a business, or if you've got a business, you can cultivate that business in a way that reflects more of who you are and your inner being than anything else. And I think you will get success out of that. You will be the thing with the Two of Cups, it's obviously you've got that Ace of Cups, as we've seen on the overall energy, that you're bringing to the scenario, and your higher self is here, and they're coming to the scenario, so this is your higher spirit. And between you make this sort of Kundalini sort of energy, that's staff of Tot, or the Codices, as they call it. And it's combining both sides of you in a very strong way. It makes the lion have wings. It makes your courage and your passions take flight, basically. And that's what your karmic message is here. And it's really beautiful because you've got the Ace. I just noticed this. And it's all to do with energy here. It is so beautifully progressive. You got the Ace of Cups, you got the Two of Cups, and then you got the Three of Cups. Okay, now I think in this case of scenario, the Ace of Cups is the overall energy. I think you're going to be more concentrated on your physical presence. So this could be your home, your job, your business, your physical health, all those sort of physical sides of it. And I think that's going to, if you focus on that and get in line with yourself, all of a sudden it's going to make you feel completely free when you're in the social environment. And it is because these three cards here, they're not like the weekly ones. They're all to do with energy and positioning. It's a cumulative thing. As I said, you know, what you put out is what you're going to get back. And it will all, I'm not going to say it's instantaneous, but you will recognize that it's working this month. Okay, which is the change, the principal change from when you had Pluto in your sign. Okay. So the universe here, look at this, you've got the star on one side, and on your, you know, you've got the 10 of Pentacles on the other. Complete and utter abundance. The best thing about it is you've got these two dogs that are white. So the white is obviously purity and everything like that. That's what they talk about. You know, this is old philosophy concerned with colours. And that is to do with the faithful energy that you've put into the world that you are getting back. The energy is recognizing that. And that's the same thing as that Kundalini energy here. It's what it's doing is ploughing into you, so you have the possibility of building that new tower that's right in the middle, an edifice to your life, as it were, through your job or your business or your home or your physical well-being. You know, you've got every aspect. You can work on every aspect at the moment. And this first week here, you're going to realize that in the first week of June, that you do have the possibilities. It might be a case that you realize you've got more money than you thought you had. That sort of scenario in the first week. In the second week, you've got the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups here is about belief, you know, believing, basically. But it's also about, it could be combining here is learning of how to put your cup into the Two of Cups. And that comes from the Ace of Cups. And that's what this card is all about. You can see this fish in that card there, you know, and it's obvious that fish cannot live in the water in that cup. It's just impossible, but it does. And this provokes that sort of believing in the good side of life again. After 15 years of having your head smacked off by Pluto, you know, you're going to get into a point where you're going to start believing in life. It doesn't necessarily mean you're getting the results, but you know, in the first week here, you're going to realize you've got the abundance in order to do your projects, and then you've got to start believing in your projects again. And you know, yeah, believing in your projects, believing in you, basically. I think more than anything else, yeah, believing in you. And I know you've got that within you, Capricorn. And then you've got the Hermit next to the Emperor, which is really good. It makes a very good combined force here. The Hermit as well is look over here. You got the star going through the Three of Cups, Ace of Cups, and it goes up to the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant has got to the top of his obstacles or his achievements or his goals or his ambitions. And then when he got to the top, then he was close enough to the stars, his dreams and aspiration. This card here, he's actually got that card there in the lantern. And the reason the Hermit has got that capacity to do that, because he's had to go round the mountain. So he's got his positive and negative in harmony. And that's what life should be about. You shouldn't just make positive turns on everything. You know, the negative has its point to play. It's like the yin and the yang. You can't just say, I'm only going to take the white, I'll leave the black, you know. And that doesn't work like that. Life energy doesn't work like that. You have to take the plus and the negative, and you have to make it equal so the energy flows, just like a battery. A battery, and that's what energy is all about. You can't just sort of say, oh, I'm going to get rid of the minus side of the battery. You can't do that. So That's what the principle, once the Hermit understands that, he can actually allow that negative energy coming through and he can convert it into positive. And that's what you're really good at, Capricorn. And that's what you've got to do. And it's putting that Ace of Cups into your life will then help you to explore and play with, what is that? You've got the Page of Pentacles that want to jump out as well. So it's gonna, if you start playing with your creativity, your energy and your good vibrations, it is going to help you to understand how to put in place that abundance so it's perpetually feeding you. I think we saw the Knight of Pentacles at the beginning, didn't we? And I said you were working on your long-term plan. And now we've just had the Ace of, the Page of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is supposed to be, he's supposed to be planting seeds as he goes. So he's constantly working as he's going on his journey. But then that, as he plants those seeds and he goes round his journey, every time he comes back round, there's fruit for him available. So he's constantly creating for him. And that's what that 10 of Pentacles is all about. That's that seed that is being provided for you, that collection of seeds that you can plant in your life through your energy in the second week, and then have the knowledge and understanding of how to build upon those seeds as you go forth and create that vibration that is going to bring you perpetual abundance, basically, by the looks of things. And then you get the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a whole new dimension. It could be marriage, but we're on the financial side. So it could be a new job, the opening of a business by the end of the week. Or it could be laying the first foundations of opening up a business or starting a project. And it's not just starting a project on your own. The Four of Wands is like, you are one of these two people, very much like the Two of Cups. You are one of these two people, and you have two wands with you. So the two wands is about planning and looking forward. And you have a plan. Someone else has a plan. And when you combine those two plans together, I love it when a plan comes together. And I think this ties a little bit into that Six of Swords in that week. It's a very transitional week, the end of June for you. And look what we got at the bottom of this pack. The Knight of Pentacles. That's what I mean about planting all those seeds as he goes down his journey. That's what it's all about. And that's eventually you get to the King of Pentacles, where you have all that knowledge and you don't actually have to go anywhere to get those fruits of your past labours, basically. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's pull a bit of lights here. So then, you know, it's a new portal that you'll be going into, a new sort of thing. Well, here we got the Page of Wands. So it's learning about how you apply your passions in life. Very similar to what I was talking about with the Ace of Cups. So your heart's desires, this is what you're putting out there into the universe. This is what you should be looking at, manifesting those heart's desires. And in order to really, the magical ingredient here, as you put it out there, is the passion that you apply it with. Once you start applying it with a good amount of passion, you're going to do incredibly well. You're going to do incredibly well. And I think, I don't necessarily mean you're going to earn millions and millions of dollars or pounds or whatever. I think you're going to feel that you're actually getting success in your life. And success is a personal thing. You know, the success of me in regards to healing and my life, it's to do with my healing and stuff like that. I want success in that. You know, money is something that just happens that the human race has created, and it accumulates because you're doing what you love. And that's a little bit of that sort of thing. Imply your passions in your life will be absolutely brilliant. With the Three of Cups, you get the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, concentrating on the here and now, realizing that there's loads of little passions that are around you. You don't actually have to go anywhere. And through this exploring your passions with the Page of Wands opens up the door of enjoying the presence with another person or a situation in your life that makes you passionate about things. And I think there's going to be quite a lot of socializing, a lot of connecting with people that are around you, really. I think it's going to serve you well. And really do well for you, basically. Let's just see what's going on with that star card. And you have the Ace of Wands. Well, it's nothing but wands now, isn't it? It's all about your passion. Out with the old and in with the new. This could well be life changes, it rearranges, and it may well be that you have a new perspective on your dreams or your heart's desires or your aspirations in life. In that first week, all of a sudden, you might have had in your head sort of saying, this is what I want as a relationship, this is what I want, this is what I want. And something turns up and you kind of go, ooh, that could be a nice ingredient to put in it. It's like you've got apple crumble and you're kind of going, or an apple pie, and you're kind of going, oh, I love apple pie. I just want apple pie. I just want apple pie. And all of a sudden, someone turns up with cream and you kind of go, ooh, cream with apple pie would be lovely. Oh yeah, okay, so I got to reorientate my dream. That's the sort of thing that's coming in here. Maybe he got the Ace of Cups here. So we've got the Ace of Cups twice, which is really nice. You've now got two aces clarifying on this side as well. The Ace of Wands, which is out with the old and in with the new in regards to your dreams and aspirations. It could be that you are completely reorientated in regards to your relationships this week, in the first week of June. Then you've got the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Wands. So communication concerning the heart, basically. And it could be you offering your heart to someone or someone offering their heart to you. That's basically what's going on there. Yes. I'm not, everyone's got their own situation, but I'm not sure that you are kind of looking for that per se. But I think it's going to be a bit of a surprise as it turns up. Let's just see what's going on with the Emperor. You have the Empress card. Divine counterpart there, really. You've got the Emperor and the Empress. The Empress knows how to... so the Emperor has control over his physical wealth. The Empress has a control over her spiritual and creative wealth. Or emotional wealth. And it's all about creation. Whereas an Emperor is almost about destruction, but not really. It's all about sort of having control, physical control over the situation. So you've got both of these cards here. And with this Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups on this second week, on the third week of June, there's something coming in there. I can't wait to see your weekly readings. So it's divine counterpart, basically. It puts everything in balance within your life. And then maybe this is this person here that gives you the Six of Swords, holds out their hands, and you've got with that the Seven of Cups. Let me just check. It is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. And as I said, I think you're going to have a lot of things going on in your life in regards to socializing and meeting people and connecting with people and everything like that. And that's what all those choices are about. And the thing is, in all of those cups, there's only one cup giving water. That Ace of Cups. And I think if you recognize the evident path that is for you, so you can have loads of choices in front of you, and if you look at all of those choices, eventually you just go, it's obvious that I've got to do that. I should go that way. There's no choice in the matter. And when it's obvious that you should go that way, then it doesn't necessarily mean it's the easiest path. because you wouldn't choose an easy path, even if it's sort of like it was the only path to take. You would eventually take your own path because it's complicated, because Capricorns are like that, because that's how they learn a lot about things. That's why they're very much a hermit card, you know. So in the end of the month, I think it's going to become very blatantly obvious. And as I said, I would be inclined to take that hand of friendship, love, or whatever it is, and you know, yeah, go on and enjoy life, basically. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side, or your material side of life. So with the Ace of Cups, you get the Six of Wands. What can you say about the Six of Wands apart from fame, fortune, basically? I'm not necessarily, doesn't mean necessarily you're going to be famous, but you could be almost infamous in what you do. So even if you're, let's just say you're a builder, or you're a chef, or you know, you're a therapist or whatever, you're going to get recognition if you put it out your heart set, and this recognition will come through into a stage where I think it's coming in really quite quickly for you, but it's definitely taking you onto a complete new level in your life. A completely new level on your life. You know, and seeing things differently will give you the clear path that's in front of you. And this whole new level will be according to where you start. So if you started out, let's say you were working in an organic fresh produce shop, just helping out in the shop as a part-time job, the person recognises your good work and they offer you a full-time job, and it eventually gets to a stage where you're a manager, and then eventually you kind of, you know, in 3 or 4 years you end up opening up your own store and your own organic place somewhere, and before you know it, you've got a chain of, you know, organic shops. It's that longer term plan that we saw with the Page of, or the Knight of Pentacles and stuff like that. With the Two of Cups, you get the Moon. In a way, because I think you need to, you're bringing, okay, so out of these two people here, yeah, let's just say you're that person there, yeah, and that is your higher self. You're bringing all of that Ten of Pentacles in the first week, that abundance that you have within you, to those Two of Cups. And what is coming in for you is almost, you shouldn't be looking out for it. That's the feeling I get from it. It's almost as feels sort of like this is this whole belief thing. You got to trust it. Maybe this is what this is all about. It's trusting what you're putting out there, of what it's bringing back to you, and you won't know what's bringing back to you, and it's gladfully and willfully. And I think this ties in a little bit to this sort of thing about that belief thing, is allowing it to happen. Trust your higher self, basically, is your karmic message here. I said it tied into that, didn't I? I said it tied into the Six of Swords, and you get the Six of Swords. I think this is you here. Funnily enough, on this card here, they do not have the other person. Let me just show you on the other card here. On this card here, this is like your higher self helping you across. Yeah, it's like your guides and stuff like that are just helping you across. But it also could be a friend or situation and stuff like that. On this card here, it's just you and your baggage. Your potential. Remember that bag of potential I was telling you about? That's you, Capricorn. That's you with your bag of potential that you have by your side. And I think it's you that has created this rite of passage. And it comes from the Ten of Pentacles in your life. And it is, it's going to take you from where you are to a whole new way of being. And I really believe it's a whole new way of being. It could well also, as I said, like if you start off by just working part-time in an organic shop, and you eventually end up having a chain of shops that are yours, you know, you're not going to be stacking the shelves with fruit and veg. You know, yeah, you whilst you're there and talking to someone who works for you, and this is what I love about business. You know, I've been in fruit and veg for a long time, and my family has as well. And the one thing I liked about it is, I was going around taking the stock, and then I'll go and buy the fruit and veg in the wholesale market in London. Real Cockney sort of place, amazing. They all used to talk in rhyming slang down in Liverpool Street, old Liverpool Street station down there, and you know, and there'd be, you know, in the company there's people making up boxes of fruit and veg, like box scheme sort of thing. And, you know, as I'm going around, you know, I'm sitting there and I see someone, I go, all right, Tarek, how you doing? Yeah, kind of going, oh, right, look, you want some bananas? Hang on a second, I was just doing bananas. Here you go, here's 5 bananas. And you'd help them out once you know, and you're talking to them at the same time. And it's like you've done that. You've created that sort of thing that's going to help you through, basically. You know, you've got that potential within you. Let's just see. The cup is so with the Page of Cups, you get a tower. What was I saying about the 10 of Pentacles? That tower. You've got that potential of building a tower, but to believe in something again, you have to get rid of old belief systems. And I think that's all about this: is opening up your heart to new potentials. To opening up your new potentials, which is the tower moment, which is getting rid of old ones, basically. With the Hermit, you get the 8 of Wands. So now we got the Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the Hermit. And as I said, you're like that Hermit. You do that sort of Hermit activity. It's very a Capricorn thing to do. And it is bringing huge amounts of information that you have created in this. And you've cleared the land around you in your material world, in your job and your business, and etc. So by the 3rd week, because you've cleared that land, all of a sudden you kind of go, oh, look, the beach is just there. That is the message. Because you've done the work. You've cleared that tower out the way, and all of a sudden you can see that beautiful valley that leads to the beach in front of you. You couldn't see it before because the tower was there. And, you know, and believing, sort of saying, I know there's a beach somewhere around there. Let's just get rid of that tower. Get rid of that belief system. Let's try things a little bit. Oh, look, there it is. Trying things a little bit differently. Believing in life again. And it's, I think as I said, you've got this bag of potential. There's another thing that's coming to me here. You've got that bag of potential, and I think you will be giving those messages out. I think you turn into this, as I said, where did I say? It's like it makes you infamous. You become a point of reference. People will be coming to you as a point of reference, and this is what that 4 of Wands is all about. All of a sudden, you're in a position where you're in a completely different situation because you've combined your forces, your cup, with others or with your higher self, which takes you onto a completely different level with your higher self. You know, these 2 people here, you got one red and one white. That white person, that white dressed person, is that person there of the 2 of Cups. And you've planned it, you know, together with your higher spirit, you've planned this. And you should know that, Capricorn. And yeah, a whole new cycle. Look at that. Comes out with the World card. A whole new cycle. This is a new Capricorn that's coming to the fore. Really good month for you. Really, really good month. It's a long time since I have seen a very good reading for you like this. It's got to be at least 2 or 3 months. But this is a beautiful month for you. A really good month for progression in multitudes of places. And you've got that 9 of Pentacles. I just need to pull what's coming up in the next couple of months. 9 of Pentacles. You've got all of those fruits that are being born in your life. And it's the end, finally, of those painful situations within your life. You're completely going on to something. Yeah, those painful situations of the past are going to be gone in July, because you're going to be concerned about all those beautiful fruits going forward. You know, it's a really good month, Capricorn. Really tough with you. We got our monthly reading out with a collective as well, which would be good to see. Also, you got your weeklies coming out over the weekend, and I will be doing a 3 monthly reading on the solstice, which is coming up on the 21st of June as well. Loads of things going on. Big masterclasses are coming out as well. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. Very much appreciated. It's only left for me to say, in the meantime, you know, don't forget, life should be fun and lived. So please do enjoy.